Women will be hit the hardest. Layoffs are hitting Americans hard. Today's video comes from the Snyder Reports. His channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check him out and support him. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of what these layoffs mean and how it's going to really reshape American society and impact women going forward. Don't forget to follow us on Rumble. You never really know what can happen on this platform, so go and follow us on Rumble. Our Rumble is linked in the description of the video. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy. So, guys, as I said, the economy is in the pooper. It's in the toilet right now. Hard times have arrived. The ATMs will stop working. Banks will chain the doors. You need to protect your wealth and safeguard your future with crypto. And at Angry's Crypto Academy, we'll teach you how to buy, sell, trade, and invest in crypto. We'll tell you exactly which coins will mint you millionaires and how to spot potential coins to invest in. Also, right now, we're teaching you guys about the dark horse coins that can save your life. That if you're invested in these coins, you will be able to thrive while others are struggling to survive. The four coins that virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. Click the link in the video description below to find out what these coins are and join the academy today. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
So layoffs are now spreading like never before. We are seeing government officials laid off, simply let go. Federal workers are being laid off left and right. We're seeing hundreds and thousands of people let go every single day. But these are now starting to spread not just to the government agencies, but to private companies. I want to show you what is happening. People are actually filming their layoffs and posting these videos on TikTok. And I'm going to share a few of these with you. But the reactions, the emotions, and what people are going to do next, well, that's shocking. I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and how you can be prepared for a potential layoff, but what you can do to be prepared for life after. So, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So I want to play you some videos. These are a few videos that I found on TikTok, but just listen to what these people are saying. Look at their faces, the emotions that they are going through. Because these layoffs, again, I've been saying this for the past year. We're starting to see the layoffs, but they will accelerate in 2025. And I said this because under the previous administration, under President Joe Biden and his administration, they were hiding a lot of numbers. They were trying to push money out to different government agencies, different programs, and many people, even businesses. But we can't continue that kind of spending. And the Trump administration knows that, which is why they're slashing spending as we speak. But just listen to this because, again, all these people are impacted.
So, I have news that I don't want to share with you, but I have to.
Okay, I'm prepared.
And this is why I was telling you yesterday all the things that I said, which 100% are true. I am so proud of you and the work that you've done. As part of a company-wide restructure, we have to eliminate certain roles, and unfortunately, your role has been affected. I really enjoyed working with you, and like I've said 100 million times, I feel like a proud mom, like seeing you blossom and turn into this wonderful teammate.
So right there, you can not only see the person that is being laid off, but you hear the voice of the person that is firing this other one. You hear their voice crack, right? They don't want to let this person go. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because we are not just seeing the people on the bottom of the totem pole, okay? At the very bottom. Those aren't the ones that are also getting cut. Yes, they are getting cut and we're seeing them laid off, but it's also management, upper management, executives. Everybody's being let go. Because guess what? These businesses have to remain profitable. Look at this though. I want to play this one for you as well.
So I just lost my job today, and it feels weird to even say that. It has not set in, but yeah, I am unemployed. To say that I'm stressed out is an understatement. The timing actually is really not great because I am planning a wedding and I'm also announcing something really big later this week. I know I'm saying this with a smile on my face because I smile and laugh when I'm stressed out, but I can promise you I'm freaking out on the inside. You best believe I'm about to be.
So there you go. The timing couldn't be great. Okay? It couldn't be worse. Somebody who's planning a wedding, which a wedding is a very expensive event.
Now, guys, did I not tell you? What do you notice? What pattern are you observing? That most of the people that are currently losing their jobs are women. The reason why is because many women work in these administrative fields that, in most cases, don't provide any vital services to a corporation. When you have people who've worked as programmers, who've worked as engineers, who've worked in fields that require many, many years of education, lots of math, and critical skills. And these people are losing their jobs. When people who work at companies like Google, Microsoft, Facebook, with decades of experience in high engineering fields are losing their jobs, what does this tell you when it comes to modern women? They are basically between a rock and a hard place. No one gives a damn about the HR department. In fact, HR is increasingly detested. What we're witnessing with Elon Musk right now, where he's beginning to shrink and cut away the fat in our federal government, just like he did at Twitter, which is now called X. That is what we're going to begin witnessing at all of these companies in the United States, where they're going to start saying, we need to cut away the fat. We need to get rid of the people who don't belong here. And they're going to use it as an excuse. They're going to use an economic downturn as an excuse to begin firing. And they're going, and not only that, what's go what's going to separate this time from previous downward spirals, previous layoffs, is that these jobs are going to be replaced by AI. Many of you are not paying attention. There's a thing called the AI agent. It's even available. A lot of these AI agent features are now available even with ChatGPT. The AI agent is continuously evolving. It can do the jobs that were traditionally done by women, data entry jobs, calculating accounting jobs, even human resources. Okay. But more so, customer service. It can respond to a client. So, for example, you send an email over to someone and, like, okay, I need help, and you reach out. You will be responded to by an AI agent, and that AI agent will now talk to you and exchange emails with you, and it will resolve your problem without you ever speaking to an actual person. You will call up customer service, and who you will speak to will be an AI agent. If you have Chat GPT, you could try it out right now, where you can talk to Chat GPT. You can select the voice that you like, and you can have a damn near natural conversation with this device, with this thing. And that's how it's going to operate when you're trying to troubleshoot issues. And it's not literally like it's just repeating the same thing over and over and over. No, it provides a much more natural response. Of course, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it learns how to pause while you're speaking. And trust me, companies, if they can have something like a chat agent that only costs $200 a month versus employees who are costing them $100,000 or $1 million, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to use the damn chat agent. All right. So for $200 a month, they can get rid of $200,000 in expenses. Will there be consumers who are pissed off? Like, I would rather talk to an actual person. Sure, they don't care as long as it's good enough. Even if it's barely good enough, that's what they're going to roll with. And modern women are going to lose these jobs. They're not going to know what to do. And of course, they've been told that they're strong, they're powerful, they're beautiful, they can conquer the world. So they will never ever truly accept and admit that they are now in an extraordinary, horrible state, because they've been taught to believe that not only are they just as capable as men, but they are more capable as men, more capable than men. Something that Dennis Prager talked about is that this ideology started in the 1970s, telling women that they were actually better than men. And now most women believe that they are better than men and superior. So, of course, they can never admit that they actually need men. And when I say need men, they need men to provide for them, they need men to protect them, they need men to help them. They are not as capable as men in all walks of life, just like there are things that women are able to do that men cannot do and excel in compared to men. There are things that men excel in compared to women. And I'm not simply talking about, surrendering their existence with fighting WARs, or, sacrificing themselves for society. However, women refuse to accept these things because modern women have that masculine energy. And there's no way that things will ever go back to normal in our lifetime. I remember I used to have this friend named Cass, and she used to make videos and she used to talk about this. Unfortunately, the you know the ladies in the feminist community, they were furious with her, and they kept on coming after her, and they chased her off the platform. They basically chased her off the internet. Poor girl. And this is something that's very common. When a woman actually when she speaks out against the things that are happening in society, when she starts talking about men's rights and men's issues, they're basically seen as traitors. And the simps and modern women will basically act accordingly. And it's a horrible thing, because either you're an agent of the state or you're an enemy of the state. That's how it's viewed. So and Cass actually said that it would never that the relationship between men and women would never come back. And this was we talked about this many years ago, and she was right. There's no healing the relationship. There's no restoring masculine. There's no restoring femininity in something in for among people who never knew that. Modern women have masculine energy. As they were raised with masculine energy. They were raised with masculine ideals. So things like motherhood, having a family, these are the same people that want to be paid to be wives and mothers, that want to be paid for emotional labor, something that in China right now, they've basically said it's not going to happen. So they're not suited to be wives and mothers, because as soon as something goes wrong, they are out. They are not designed for the family unit. If a man wants a wife, he's going to go overseas to another country and find a woman who was raised to be a wife and a mother. Modern women are not, they don't have the capability nor the capacity nor the patience to be a mother. No, it's more than a job. It's a lifestyle, it's a calling, it's a purpose. Okay? If you view being a mother as a job, right? Then you're really nothing more than an employee. And it's true, because look at what they're saying. They want to be paid to be a wife, they want to be paid to be a mother, they want to be paid for emotional labor. If you want to be paid for emotional labor, that means you don't like your kids and you don't like your husband. You don't like your family, okay? It's nothing more than a means of survival and extracting wealth and resources. That's it. So they're not designed for the family unit. Hence, they are not really supposed to be a part of it. Guys, there was a prediction that someone wrote many, many years ago. It was like more than 10 years, maybe almost 15 years ago at this point. It was a prediction that someone wrote. It was a manifesto which concluded that in the 2020s, women in Western society, specifically the United States, would fall into such extreme poverty and destitution that women around the world would wonder, how did American women and women in westernized societies like the United States end up in this horrible kind of condition. But then when you realize that come 2030, 45% of all women between the ages of 25 and 44 will be childless and single, then you're realizing, then you start to understand, yeah, this is why it's happening. You have to understand something terrible that's going on. All of these major corporations, these banks, these investment firms, they're investing in cat food. They're investing in pet food. They're investing in products that single women would be using because they're coming to the conclusion that all of these women are going to be childless and single. All right. So they're investing in the things that they believe that that they've come to the conclusion that single women are going to be seeking out boxed wine and cat food. This is actual cat food and pet food. But this is actually happening. And modern women fail to comprehend what they've done and what they've lost, which is why I keep telling y'all better stop playing around and get on that crypto game right now. Let me ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now.
They now have to do that without an income. This is what we're going to face. People that are planning a wedding. She says she has a big announcement. I don't know who she is, but maybe she's going to have a child. That's another extremely expensive event. Or you're going to buy a car, you're going to buy a house, right? You now have to cancel a vacation, your dream vacation that you've been planning for several years, right? Cancel it. Maybe you have to liquidate your portfolio because you just lost your job and you have no emergency fund. This is what's happening. I want to play this next clip for you because a lot of people always ask, well, what happens when I get laid off? Well, what happens before that? Listen to this.
Can someone who was recently laid off or laid off in general just tell me what the warning signs are? Because today my boss was fired. They took away, it's like a fully remote job. They took away our access to social spaces. Okay, weird. And then fired people who were like misusing the social space policy by like commenting in social spaces, not during the half-hour lunch that we get.
So there you go. Now, she goes on to say more things than that, but the reason why I'm showing you this is because there are warning signs. And I've said this before. If you've been asked, hey, it's a little bit tough here at, X and X, corporation, would you mind taking a little bit of a pay cut? Right? Have you ever been asked that? If you've been asked that, that's a warning sign that layoffs could be coming. If you've ever been asked, hey, I understand you've been working hard. Why don't you take a little bit of your PTO, right? Don't come in for 10 hours, every single week. Only work 30 hours a week and then take your 10 hours of PTO. Because I know, it's tough. It's a tough time right now. Go just relax, have fun, take a vacation, sleep in. I do something like that. Have you ever been told that? That right there is a telltale sign that there are layoffs coming. Or the company's trying to get you to use your PTO to bring it down, so in the event that they fire you, which is likely happening, they don't have this big bill that they got to pay at the very end. Because now you're not using 40 hours and you still have PTO accruing. No. Now you're using 30 hours, you're taking 10 hours every single week, and so now they're trying to buy that down. Many companies do this and did this, especially during the financial crisis, especially during the pandemic. People were doing this. But here's some other warning signs. This is a major one, and this is actually coming right from this video that I just played you. A warning sign: if your boss asks you to make a list and detail exactly what you do, list your tasks in the order that you do them, in the event that, what if you get sick? We want to make sure that if we bring in a temp, that they could do your job without any problems. If somebody asked me that, I'd be like, am I being fired? Because that right there is a recipe for disaster. Because if now your boss knows exactly what you do, in the order that you do it, how you do it, all your passwords, everything, they simply take that note, give it to the next person and say, here, it's your job now. These are scary times. But look at this. It says how Trump's IRS layoffs could affect taxpayers and refunds this season. We are about to see 6,700 tax or IRS employees laid off. Some of which are already happening. Others, it's going to take a little bit of time. But here's the reason why this is a big deal. When we see all these different people get laid off, especially from the IRS, if this delays tax returns, this means it could delay spending at stores, at grocery stores, retail stores. Maybe you can't buy a house. Maybe you can't pay your utility bills, whatever it may be. Okay, you can't pay for the cleaning lady to come in, can't pay for a landscape or a pool person, right? All these different things. Which means now the economy is starting to take the hit. Okay? But this is just the beginning. Look at this one. It says impacts of federal layoffs will be felt for years to come. One of the things that we've already heard from multiple national parks, even Yellowstone, for example, people are not even paying at the gate. They're driving straight in because there's nobody there. Layoffs have already hit. I was talking to a friend of mine. He used to work for the Forest Service and parks and stuff, and he'd go around and one of his jobs was to ensure that every single person at the park had a little ticket that was good for all Washington state parks. And if they didn't have this little hanger tag on their rear view mirror, then they would get a ticket, and it's like a $110 ticket versus like a $40 for the year to go to all these parks and have access to them. And so that was his job. Well, his job went away. And what he said was very interesting. He said, just go have at it. Go to all these parks because there's nobody there that is going to give you a ticket. They don't have anybody. So essentially they let go of somebody that his job was to go make sure that every single person was following the rules and paying to go to the park, which again funds it. Funds the crews and the cleaning and the garbage and the electricity and all that. And so that job got eliminated, and now there's nobody there to collect that money. Now, I've said this before, and I think what President Trump is doing is headed towards the right track. Now, do I think we have to cut government spending? We have to. Unfortunately, we have to. It's going to be painful. I'm already feeling it, okay? I do not work for the federal government. I know a lot of people that do, but I'm already feeling the effects of it. And millions of people are going to feel this. It will be painful, probably for the next 6 to 12 months, if not longer. And if you saw the stock market just this past week, especially yesterday, if you were watching the stock market, you realize people are starting to be scared of the tariffs, of the government spending cuts, of potential inflation running rampant again. This is a scary time. And again, I bring it up because layoffs are spreading like we've never seen before. And if we see the government is cutting jobs, if we see big companies like Microsoft and Walmart and Costco and Target and Amazon are all eliminating positions, it's just a matter of time before the little guys and the small businesses do the exact same thing. So again, just be prepared. Now, how do you prepare? Unfortunately, if you've already been let go, the only thing I can tell you is do whatever you can to figure out how you're going to make a living. Bring in the first $100, first $1,000, first $10,000. How are you going to do it? You're going to start a business?
Now, one of the things I've been telling you guys is that you need to begin. You basically need to hedge your bets. One of the best things you can do is, like I said, invest in crypto, but there's also specific coins and one specific dark horse coin that no one is talking about. One thing you should actually be doing right now, for example, we actually have an amazing deal that's going to end in a couple of hours for our crypto trading blueprint for dummies. And basically, it will teach you how to the simplest and easiest ways to day trade crypto. You can do it every day, working an hour a day, and make hundreds of dollars a day just day trading crypto. It's so easy that we make it so easy for you that even a fifth grader can do it. And right now we have an incredible sale happening over in Angry's Crypto Academy that is, again, going to be ending in a few hours. So if you go and check that out, you can actually get access to it as part of our bootcamp membership plan. And everyone should be preparing for hard times, because I can tell you, many of you will be saying, oh, Angry, things are not going so. Guys, I literally saw someone in my comments crying. Like, the Crypto Academy is the most affordable thing out there right now. And I saw someone crying in the comments about the Crypto Academy and like, oh, you should, like, why can't I have this for free? Bro, it's like just like what's funny? The MGTOWs used to say something. They used to say D isn't free. Like, women think that it's free. Like, we all know that P isn't free, but D isn't free. Neither is knowledge, y'all. All right? Knowledge is not free. I'm just being honest with you. People, do you know how many men had to fight and give up so much for the knowledge that I give you guys right now, that I give to you? It's not free. It seems free to you, but it's not free. A lot of it was paid for it with blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? It was paid for in pain and suffering. And many of you take it for granted. But there is nothing free in this world other than God's love. It might be hard to hear, but it's the honest to goodness truth. So you definitely need to get your act together. If you want to check out the blueprint, you can actually find the crypto day trading blueprint for dummies. You can find it linked in the description of the video. But I mean, guys, you need to wake the heck up, wake the hell up, because there's no one coming to save you. The people who are going to rock out are going to be Gen X in this hell, that living hell that's upon us, because they're the ones who were raised for the apocalypse. They were always told that the world is coming to an end. We were told that, listen, our parents used to tell us that don't even plan on growing up, because you're not going to see old age. They used to tell us this when we were growing up. We were told we would not even we were told we would not even make it this far. So we were, Gen X is basically the break glass in case of emergency generation. They're the FAFO generation. All right? But a lot of y'all listening, you're not going to survive because you're not going to listen to Uncle Angry. But those of you that want to have a chance right now, listen to Uncle Angry. Do what you're told. Learn. Don't waste your time right now. You have a short window of time before everything goes downhill. The people that are going to survive and thrive are the people who are preparing for hard times right now because they are not coming, they are here. The actual unemployment rate is much higher than what we're being told. And someone actually called it. They said that what we're going to experience will not be the Great Depression 2. It will be the Greater Depression because it will be much greater than what has come before. Women will be hit the hardest. Layoffs are hitting Americans hard. What do you guys think regarding all of this? Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.